Lucia Dore, welcome to Vision Pros Live, and tell me about your vision.
Now, what we would like to do, we are co-founders, that's my colleague and I, of Scriptus Publications, under which we have an online business English course. And we have teaching the teachers business English, a course for that, as well as teaching the International Baccalaureate. Our vision would be to go into all the countries and offer that as an opportunity for people to scale up, to become better. We can and to become more. They can work in other countries, in other sectors, and they can grow personally through
I
that.
love it. And this is huge because a lot of people focus, rightfully so, on learning English. But learning English and learning the art of speaking business English are two very, very different realities. So you're the co-founder of Scriptus Publications. You guys have the program Learn Business English. And I was like, well, that's pretty neat because we focus on teaching people leadership traits to help them become great consultants and to learn how to assess and use comprehensive analysis skills. But you have an entire program built around helping people understand the nature of the language itself associated with business. Do you mind revealing some secrets? What have you learned
Yeah,
along the way? What are some ways you help your students?
what we've done is looked at issues like ethics from a Western perspective, from things like negotiation skills, improving your marketing skills, and the language, what sort of language you would use in a corporate environment, and if you want to fundraise as somebody who's perhaps potentially an entrepreneur. Now, there we ask people to do business tasks as well in English as well. So you have to have a certain level of basic English to go up to understand. So our job is not teaching people the basics of English, it's teaching people to understand the use of English in certain environments to
I
make
love
it
that.
easier. So that's what we aim to do.
Very good.
And we have, as I say, we've got a number of courses to do that. And my background, I'm a financial journalist as well, and I have taught too, but I'd be interested in also, and some people have expressed interest in having lower level journalism skills. For example, I would write the difference between social media and journalism. What is the difference? And the difference really is in sourcing. Do you believe what you read on social media, or why you should believe proper sources?
Hmm.
That like some of the, like the BBC, for example, or some of the newspapers like the Guardian, why and the Financial Times, because of the way it is sourced. And
I
I
think
want to
uh,
go.
I think there's a big opportunity for a debate on that, on when you should and when you shouldn't. Because there's all sorts of opportunity that exists there. But I think that's the key to what you're talking about providing in a course, right? Is the ability to look at and decipher what is um, what is relevant and of value within context, and what may not be. So there's a lot to explore regarding that today, to stay focused a little bit more on what you're actually doing for those with Learn English, Learn Business English, and your initiatives. What can these individuals that go into these corporate or marketing programs or negotiation skills classes, what can they expect to get out of that? What are they hoping to get? What are you hoping to see them achieve?
Well, I hope that they have better career prospects as a result of learning business English, of being able to work in a business environment. And you learn the language, it helps with networking, it helps with um, negotiation, with everything. Learning the language of business just helps you in your career, and you can show people that and work on
I think
that.
that's huge, especially in relation to negotiations. I'm glad you've hit on that twice, because the while it may seem small to our average listener, negotiating a contract of $4 an hour to $6 an hour, that's a big difference economically for the majority of the world.
It's a very big difference.
Yeah.
And people can learn, whether it's at a smaller level or at a higher level, they still have to, the same skills come into play. Being able to put forth what you want to achieve and what the other side wants to achieve and come to a compromise.
That's really neat. I'm going to ask one final question today, and then I'd be happy to extend our interview for another time. I'm grateful too. By the way, Lucia Dore is calling in all the way from New Zealand. And I'm coming in from Ecuador right now. I'm a bit cold. I don't have my ring light today. So things look a little bit darker than normal, but and it's a little bit later for me, but I understand the value that this particular episode serves for people to find out about the resources where they can learn how to improve their lives. That's really what the show is all about. So visionaries, those of you listening in, remember that when you're trying to find virtual assistants and people to work with, it's also a really good idea to reach out to people like Lucia and say, hey, who do you have in your deck, in your lineup that might be interested in working? Because we tend to be connected to lots of people who we can't employ everybody. We just can't. I can't provide a job to every single virtual assistant that comes through our training programs. And no, I don't think Lucia probably can either. But you guys can tap in our network and use us kind of like a recruiting agency that exists for helping you. So there's so many ways.
Yeah.
So my question for you, Lucia, is why do you personally care about this market? Why do you do this?
Oh, I care about it because, basically I taught some English in Vietnam. And I believe that there are many people who want to step up in the world, and learning English isn't enough for them. They want to go further than that. And I learned that there. So, and I believe I have the skills and knowledge to do that. For my sins, I also lived in the Middle East a long time. So I'm aware of how everybody wants to scale up and how some people, and the reason it's online is that in some countries, women are not allowed to go out and work, and it gives them an opportunity to learn and upgrade their skills without upsetting the rest of the family.
I love that. I love that you mention it. I got chills and shivers thinking through that reality and how I am so blessed not to have that challenge in my life. And there are so many who do, and we can do so much for them.
And I think that the West needs to understand why they have the challenges. It isn't as simple as what people wear or do. It's not as simple as that. There's a whole and it's not religious. It's a whole culture around all these things.
I'm glad you brought it up, and I'm glad you're helping with the process. So those of you who are interested in finding out more, of course, you can find Lucia Dore online, just like all of us. We'll put some information out about her programs as well as our relationship continues to develop, And at the same time, if you would like to come share your vision on Vision Pros Live, in the top right corner, you'll see a button. It says Be Our Guest. Come be our guest. You don't have to have 6,000 students already in India. You don't have to have a global program blessing people's lives that can't find education through other means. There's a lot of different types of visions that are out there, and we want to explore and help you establish the visions that are going to help this world move forward. And Lucia, thank you for being a great shining example of that. I look forward to meeting Valentine very soon as well. And we'll go from there. I'm going to give you the final word, though. Any final thought of wisdom you want to share with our audience?
I just think you have to have a vision, and you have to try and achieve that, whatever it is, and helping others may be part of that vision.
I love it. We'll see you guys on the next show. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here today. I'm really happy that you tuned in to Vision Pros Live. I'm looking forward to seeing your reactions as these episodes continue to move forward. This is going to get more and more fun. We'll have more and more engagement as well. We'll invite people to participate in the show. And thank you for giving us your time and attention. Have an excellent time building out your vision and becoming a Vision Pro yourself.